Hello everyone, BoarControl back once again with another deck guide here. Today, I'll be bringing you the updated Egg Warrior guide. This was requested a lot. Previous guide was a bit of a different build. This is by far the most standard build now, and the best build for ladder. I'm going to go over the deck list, I'm going to go over the Mulligans, then I'll show you some gameplay later. Very tricky deck to play well. The reason why I'm doing this deck again is because the win rates you can see, I'll show on HRP later. It has a very high win rate in like top 1000 legend, but once you drop down to diamond and gold, the deck's win rate drops off completely. So there's definitely a lot of skill edge with this deck and a lot to be learned from playing it. So just looking at the deck, I imagine a lot of you are quite familiar with it now. Lots of different ways of going about winning, but most of the time, risky skipper, plus some broken combos. Draw your whole deck with Bow Rage, heal a lot with Armor Smith, huge combo burst damage with Corkron, Grom, Broadsword Mercenary. In terms of legendaries, if you don't own them, what can you play instead? Anchor is core, you must have it. If you don't own Grom, you can play second Corkron. Terran, if you don't own Terran, maybe you don't want eggs, you could play the Injured Tolvir build. If I can spell Tolvir. Here's Injured Tolvir, you can play that, and you can maybe cut egg, play second Cork. Yeah, minus Terran, minus 2 egg, plus 2 Tolvir, add second Corkron. I think that's a worse build, but you kind of need the egg plus Terran package all together. So yeah, that's the deck. Now, the Mulligans. Okay, just to illustrate the point I was making earlier, Egg Warrior. We're looking at bronze through gold, all regions. Where is Egg Warrior? Enrage Warrior, Bomb Warrior. Egg, 51.45, middle of tier 2. If we go to Diamond through Legend, Egg Warrior suddenly here, third best deck. Look at Legend top 1000. Egg Warrior, boom. Wow, Highlander Galacon Rogue? No. I was expecting Egg Warrior to be first. It almost did, it's very close percentages. But it's getting better and better the higher the rank you go. But yeah, here is the deck. Mulligans in all matchups. Yep, Sky Raider, Skipper, Egg, Corsair, Cash, general stuff. This has really specific Mulligan guides for each matchup, so this might take a little while, but I'm going to go through them all. So, against Demon Hunter, very common matchup. Best cards here, all the early game tools. Yep, Skipper, Anchor that draws Skipper, Egg, Sky Raider, Armor Smith, Warmore Challenger. So I wouldn't stray too far from this. There's also differences going first and going second. On the coin, we can see Corsair Cash is a lot worse than going first. You can definitely keep Corsair going first. I wouldn't keep it on the coin though. Other than that, there are certain combos of cards you could keep together. Like if you have Egg plus Inner Rage on the coin, you can go Coin Egg into Inner Rage Rampage. So maybe that's a 3-card keep. You got to look at your hand, think about what cards go well together, and try and plan for that accordingly. But generally, I'd say these are the go-to safe keeps if you're not sure. Again, if you have an egg, suddenly Terran becomes a good keep. But on the coin, I imagine that's a lot worse than going first. Egg plus Terran sort of stuff. But yeah, that's Demon Hunter versus Druid. This matchup is very close. Has a very different mulligan again. In this matchup, what you're looking for is a minion to Rampage. Or maybe Terran plus Egg. You're generally trying to get as many stats on board as possible early. So keeping Inner Rage plus Rampage, even without a minion, is something you definitely want to do, because you're very likely to just draw into a minion. As per usual, you want to be keeping Anchor. Bloodsworn Mercenary is a high mulligan rate, but a low cap percentage. This is because people are keeping Bloodsworn when they already have the Inner Rage plus the minion to go with it, and therefore they can guarantee they're going to get the Bloodsworn off. I wouldn't necessarily keep Bloodsworn on its own, but definitely keeping the Inner Rage and the Rampage. You have to make big minions in order to beat Druid, otherwise you're going to give them too much time to ramp into their mount seller turn, and that's going to be a big problem for you. Again, this matchup, what you're trying to do is like Skipper to clear away their Glowfly swarm board. Just try and pressure them as much as possible. Versus Hunter, normally Highlander Hunter. Egg and the Terran, insane this matchup. Sky to just get early board. Corsair Cash, also good. We can compare going first to going second. Pretty similar cards often. It's not much. I guess it's not that, maybe not enough sample, but the Bloodhoof Brew probably isn't a keep unless you have really specific hands. I wouldn't keep the Blood Brew. What are those specific hands? Risky Skipper plus other cards maybe. Even then, tough to see it being kept. One thing that you can bait yourself into against decks like Hunter is keeping Armorsmith. Generally, when you lose on board, you lose to like the 5/4 Dormant card, and you're losing to big stat minions. The Armorsmith is good later once you've got board to stabilize, but it's not actually good early. Early, you just want max stats, which is why the Serpent Egg, Corsair, Cash, Carrier, Terran are good, because they give you the most stats. Next up, we have Mage matchup. Here, Egg and Terran again. So annoying for the Doomsayer, so annoying for the Reno Jackson. Again, Bomb Wrangler, really good against all the mage removal cards, so that they can't clear your board. You want to stick a board and continuously push chip damage against Mage, and that's what keeping those cards allows you to do. Yeah, I wouldn't keep Grom. Definitely going to keep Corsair Cash in this matchup too. Corsair Cash always a keep unless you're against like Demon Hunter on the coin, pretty much. Versus Paladin, not really a class, so I'm going to skip over it. Priest, this is the worst matchup for the deck. Very important in the Mulligan phase. This one's different again. Here we have Battle Rage as a keep. It's super important to try and draw as many cards as possible. You need to draw cards to get your burst combos, Core Colony, Inner Rage, Bloodsworn. On the coin, also a neat trick is to Grom, Inner Rage, plus Bloodsworn for 24 damage. But yeah, you want to make balls that can't be removed. Egg plus Terran, excellent combo. Corsair Cash, and then you can use the Lackeys to generate board. Yeah, Scarred is just decent, Warmore decent too. Just trying to find ways to get boards that the Priest can't remove. It's just a tough matchup. Priest just has too much removal a lot of the time. But yeah, this is, you can increase your odds. Just see here, only kept 4 cards at a time. Battle Rage, massively underkept. Versus Rogue, very good matchup. Again, looking for these sticky minions that can't be removed. Egg, Nuts, Corsair Cash, great. You want to be sending the weapons face a lot here. Ankar, so good. Yes, Skyda, Warmore Challenger, insane against Rogue. They just can't deal with the Warmore Challenger. Lots and lots of powerful stuff here. Yeah. You can see here some cards might be overkept. Yeah, Rampage against Rogue doesn't seem great, especially when they're playing Secrets plus Sap cards. Versus Shaman, skip. Versus Warlock, normally Quest Warlock. Again, those sticky balls that can't be removed. Terran, Serpent Egg. Bomb Wrangler is actually insane against the slow Warlock decks. What is Dark Skies and Rain of Fire doing against Bomb Wrangler? Look at this kept percent. 25% kept. One of the least kept cards when it has the 3rd highest Mulligan win rate. Crazy stuff there. Battle Rage, you wouldn't want to keep on its own. Only keep with specific hands where you know you're going to get value off of it. Egg good, Warmore good. Makes sense. And then in the mirror, best things to do are, yep, Egg plus Warmore Challenger, Corsair Cash, same stuff a lot of the time here. Warmore Challenger. Why does Inner Rage have such a high win rate? Well, you're only keeping Inner Rage if you already have like Egg, Inner Rage, or Warmore Challenger, Inner Rage, plus like Bloodsworn sort of stuff. So you can see why they're kept so much. But yeah, you can see a lot of stuff here. Interesting in the mirror. It's one of the times where Ankar isn't actually a keep. Why is Ankar not a keep? Well, it's because Skipper isn't actually good in the mirror. You don't want to be the first guy who does the Skipper turn, because what it's going to do is it's going to reduce the cost of the opponent's Blood Boil Brute, and they're going to be able to do a Skipper turn back on you that's going to be better than yours. So therefore, the Ankar and the Skipper aren't actually that good in this matchup. It's really about trying to snowball an early board a lot of the time with minions that are too big for the opponent's Skipper turn to even clear, such as a 3/4 from the Egg and a 1/10 Warmore Challenger. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the Mulligans. We can have a look quick overall. Like, yeah, here we can see cards that are kept, underkept, overkept. Armistice looks like quite an underkept card overall here. But now we'll go into some gameplay. Okay, so here we have the Warrior deck going into our first game. Up against Warrior. So the mirror just went over this one. Okay. So we're going first versus Warrior. Terran, Corsair Cash, Skyrider, Egg. Mangala's a bit lower percent than all of them. One more Challenger, you can see the cards here. I think since we have the Corsair cache, the Bomb Wrangler does get worse. I'm gonna mull for those high win rate cards. I'm looking for the Terran, the Sky Raider, the Serpent Egg. I want to drop that Sky Raider on turn 1. Yeah, Skipper, never want to drop this card on turn 1. Unless you're on the coin and your hand contains Bomb Wrangler and you're playing against Warlock or Mage, maybe. Those are 2 examples I can think of. We picked up Anchor. He plays an egg. Okay, so I can play Bomb Wrangler to stop him from playing Warmaw Challenger. I could hit it with my weapon to stop him from playing Terran. But then there's a 3-4 I need to deal with. I can't really deal with a 3-4 very well. So I'm just going to play the Bomb Wrangler. If my opponent has Terran, that's really bad for me. But egg into Terran isn't something you can really plan for. It's just it's easily the best thing that can do. So I wouldn't plan for it. Oof. If this curves into a Terran, I'm doomed. I think I'm just going to have to go for the hope my opponent doesn't have Terran. I was considering killing the egg here. I hit the egg with my weapon, inner rage, trade. It just can't be good. Okay, Lucky's gonna activate these eggs, for sure. I'm thinking of going for the Terran here. Obviously you'd rather Terran eggs and other stuff, but here I'm just trying to make my own sticky board that's annoying for him to deal with. Once the Terran pops, we can then Skipper for a lot of armor and bombs. I'm gonna hold onto this Skipper until I hit maybe Battle Rage as well. Dealing a lot of weapon damage face. Sometimes the opponent doesn't draw the Armor Smith plus Skipper combo, and then you can just get him with like maybe a Cork, Inner Rage, Bloodsworn. Also, I just want to swing with the Anchor, right? I don't want to pop eggs for him. Things are going to get real messy with Blood Brawl Brutes, with these eggs hanging around on board. Since I have a 3-attack creature now, I can consider starting to sweep up these eggs. He's probably going to want to kill this. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of expected. Yeah, I think I go for a Skipper turn now. Doesn't feel good though, but I don't want to waste my bombs on things. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna punch this. Hopefully the bomb can get rid of one of these. Sweet. And then this can get rid of another one. No, just Corsair Cache, draw the weapon. Alright, so the issue is he might Skipper back, but I've got a pretty Skipper resilient board, and my opponent just used Brutes. Their turn won't be that strong. Once the Brute comes down, this really decreases... Yeah, nice, nice. And because these 2 minions are quite Skipper resilient, it meant doing this was quite a good play. Pog. Okay, so here we are up against a warrior. A warrior? We just played a warrior. Here we are up against a druid. So, versus druid going first. Quick reminder of what's good. So egg, not good because it doesn't apply pressure. Skipper is okay, not great though. You'd rather be pressing. So I'm just going to keep the Sky Raider and I'm going to look for Look for cards like Corsair, Cash, Anchor, etc. I'm also looking for Inner Rage plus Rampage, obviously, too. Didn't hit anything. Maybe a 2-drop. Okay, damn. No 2-drop, unfortunately. Okay. So, in some matchups, you don't actually want to armor up, because you want to be able to get damaged for Battle Rage. This matchup, you probably end up face tanking. You're going to take a lot of damage, it's worth armoring up. Against Priest, you could not armor up here. Even then, though, it's probably fine to armor up. Okay. Should we listen to some Hearthstone music? Oh, isn't it great? Oh, for 112 taunt. Looking pretty good. I have Risky Skipper, Lackey plus Blood Boar Brute to clear a Glowfly. Yeah, okay, I also have this Bomb Wrangler as well. Okay. I'm kind of swinging my weapons a lot because we have the Horde Pillager in hand.
I supply only the finest creatures.
Okay. Double Porcupine, damn. Holy mackerel, that's a triple. So currently I have 8 on board, plus an additional 6 from hand. The 4 damage goes face. Yeah, I mean I need another one to go face actually. I mean, I could definitely kill this. Okay, now we hit Evolve Lackey. I'll just remove it. I was thinking of just pushing damage, but I mean, there is Overflow as a card, right? Things can definitely go wrong for us. Because if we don't push damage with my current hand, I'm out of cards very soon, right? So you need to sometimes with this deck, you need to realize we need to go all in. Without a Battle Rage, without a Corsair Cache, you can really run out of cards super fast, and you have to all in sometimes. Okay, 6, 7. That's a Grom. So this will run into this 3 times. I could just taunt this and trade and play Corcoran Faiths. And also shoot this, one more challenger, trade. But also Corcoran, shoot. Okay, I'm going to do a risky play here. So we do this. We Corcoran trade. We Lackey this. We taunt this. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Skipper. And the point of playing the Skipper here is to activate the Grom for next turn. So that I have a lethal push. Skipper's protected behind the taunt and I've already seen a Bog Beam. Damn. The second Iron Bark. I could trade 3 minions here. I trade all 4 of these minions plus Grom. It dies. 6 face lethal. Yeah, this is my only play here. Looking pretty bleak. Looking pretty bleak. Damn, second Crystal Power just clears. And this is how it goes sometimes, but this is definitely maximizing odds. Yeah, I'm gonna leave. Okay, this is Demon Hunter. Wow, I'm 4-7. Okay, let's increase that win rate. I'm going first, already good news. Versus the Demon Hunter. Pretty obvious Mulligan phase here. Just the risky skipper. I'm down to have the Corsair Cash going first. So you skipper on 1. Big bait, big bait. You want to hold the skipper. Try and use it with 2 minions once they spread nice and wide on the board, which they will inevitably do. Their deck is full of small minions. I'm a little concerned. He's going to Divine Shield this. Oof. This is what I've been losing to. Coin Bone True Brawlers. And then Orc Merchants. Okay, but this could be worse. So I'll deploy the anchor. So to swing or not to swing, that is the question. So if I swing now, I take 4 on the backswing. I most likely draw Sky Raider, and then I can go Skipper, Egg, Sky Raider next turn. So I'm telling myself I should hold on to it. If my opponent had Guardian Orc Merchant, which damages it and gives it Divine Shield, he would have played it last turn. If he's playing in his deck, it's only a 1-off, so 1 in 24 top deck. That I'm basically playing around by not swinging. By swinging, I take 2 additional damage. I mean, 2 damage in this matchup can be a huge breakpoint. There's also second Beaming Sidekick, which is a distinctive possibility since I would probably play Blazing Battle Mage over second Sidekick here. There's 2 things to consider. So the drawback is, if he has those cards, I instantly lose the game. And the other side of the coin is that I just take 2 extra damage. So I'm just going to take the 2 extra damage. Oof, I drew second Skipper. This gives me like a third possibility where I can swing the weapon again. Oh, there's also this possibility where you get frozen. Yeah, okay. So I forgot to mention this one too. But yeah, this option as well, very reasonable to occur. I hate using both skippers, but I feel like this board it's imperative for me to clear this board, so. It would have been so nice to get Sky Raider over Skipper. Yeah, so I mean there's so many reasons to swing. Okay. He's not trading my risky skipper, pushing the 4 instead. Fair enough. Okay, I could rampage this to push damage this turn, or I could rampage my Bomb Wrangler. I'm just gonna rampage my egg. Let's go. Holding on to this Inner Age, not currently sure what I'm holding on to it for, but maybe Grom on turn 8. Is there going to be a turn 8 this game? Monka, Can definitely start weaving in these armor ups now, and this game matchup very often starts becoming a race at this point. So draw me another card. So playing one more Challenger just gets me 1 damage on board. I think I'm just gonna Battle Rage.
Someone's gotta lead the charge.
So me dying next turn seems very unlikely. It currently has 3 damage. Twin Slice up to 7. That's for like double Twin Slice or something. Oh, I got Bloodsail Corsair though. How does that affect things? He might swing face and we can Corsair him next turn. I was thinking of just copying this Serpent Egg and going for lethal setup. I'm pretty sure I'm safe. So I just want to set up max damage on board here. Very unlikely Altruist plus 2 cards as well to happen. So just trying to set up the max damage here. There is I-Beam potential for the Wraith to swing back. There's also Frozen Shadow Weaver for stalling. But because I have this Corsair, I'm thinking Armor Up plus Corsair next turn should be enough to stall away lethal damage. My opponent does happen to have some I-Beam stuff to heal out of range of my lethal. Okay, here's the Twin Slice. He still needs 5 for 4 mana. That has to be another Twin Slice. Yep, nice. Sweet. Yeah, so just had to clear that initial board and then start racing back with pressure. Okay, so that wraps it up for this Egg Warrior video. If you have any questions, as always, comment section below. Any decks you want guides on, comment section below. I didn't cover all the matchups in this video, but I am playing this deck on stream and lots of other decks. So check out the Twitch channel, twitch.tv/BoarControlHS. It's in the description as well. If you want to see more matchups of this deck, you can also ask me any questions in the Twitch chat. And yeah, thank you for watching, guys. I will see you in the next video. Until then, have a good one. Bye-bye.